Some of you guys might remember this water tank that I got. It's a gas one, no big deal. So I'm gonna turn this into my shop heater. I gotta just find the seam, which I guess we were just looking at, and cut a door opposite of the seam. So right down on that side. So basically what I think is inside here is just a tube, and I think that might be it. I'm not sure how the plumbing works in these things. I don't know if there's freaking a coil that goes around it or something like that, but the burner usually sits down here and it shoots flames and stuff up through that that hole and then out the vent stack. So anyways, my plan with this thing is to cut a hole somewhere offset like this, and then run my waste oil burner into it so the flames wrap and coil and spin around. That's my plan anyways. It might change, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So anyways, I think I'll just start cutting this thing open and see what I got to deal with. Looks like it's full of crap and stuff, but that's no big deal. Anyways, I'll get to it. See what's on the inside. So that's basically going to be my door, what I'm going to cut out, and I'll have to hinge one side and put a latch on the other side, but that should work pretty good. And then I don't know, who knows, I might just make this into a wood stove. I don't know yet, but I got a crap load of waste oil and it'd be a good idea to use it. So yeah, seems like a good idea to me. Anyways, I'll get to cutting. Well, that's not what I was expecting. It's pretty much nothing in it. There's a tube on the backside. You can kind of... Where did it go? It's kind of hard to see. There it is. Right there. I guess that's cold water in, and then when it boils it, the freaking hot water goes up to the top. Or I'm not really sure how this thing works. It's not labeled on this. It was labeled on the tin that was around it, but I freaking peeled that off. Earwig. Frig off. So, yeah. This thing shouldn't be too hard to convert. So I'll get this thing ripped out of there. It's got a, looks like a bolt or a cap thing on the top. I'll line that out, take that out, cut it off and thread it back in. I gotta find plugs for that, and the other one up there, right there, and then I'll plug these two guys, and I'll figure it out. Yeah. Huh. Coming up with ideas as I go. Well, getting that out was easier said than done. I had to use a freaking big snipe, and this thing I used its leverage against itself. Friggin' set that guy there so that these two pegs would not let it turn, and I had to snipe the friggin' thing out. But I got it out, got it cut off. Friggin' rights. That thing's just toast. So I'll thread that guy back into there, just like that. And then I think I need a sawzall. What I think I'm gonna do is cut that off there, cut this somewhere like there, something like that, and then set up a tray down there, and then have oil drip through there onto the tray so it still ignites and stuff, and then yeah, I'll run an exhaust stack or something out, but hopefully that works. Still gotta get that other tube out. I think it's just PVC. Yeah, sure is. So okay, yeah, it's attached to that. So anyways, I'll just keep trucking along and show you guys what I come up with when it's done, I guess. Yeah. This thing was stuck on there really good. So I bent the top of it. I bent the metal ring thing trying to get it off, and trying to figure out how to friggin' get that thing off, but every time I tried to torque it, the friggin' bottle would spin. So I used my winch. Friggin' rights, it works. I just friggin' sucked the bottle down tight and friggin' wound her right out, no problem. Friggin' rights. That works good. I'm gonna turn this into my waste oil reservoir. You guys can see I had this thing open. I don't know if you can see that, but there's still propane fumes in it. As soon as I pushed in this little black guy inside the valve, it friggin' went poof. So much for having it sit for 1.5 years empty and open. Oh well. Just fill it with water and then I'll cut the top off it. I'm gonna cut this section out and then find a lid, and that'll just be my waste oil reservoir. And then yeah, got a nipple and a fitting that can go in there so I can adjust it and have it drip feed or pour, whatever I want to do. But that's kind of disappointing. I don't even know if you guys can see the fumes coming out of it. It's too hard to tell through the camera, but yeah, it's definitely fumes coming out. Frig sakes. Well guys, it's about a half an hour later, and I got my nice new fitting onto it. It's a friggin' valve thing, like a tap, what it's got. But here's where I'm gonna fill it. Yes, I just cut a propane tank that a half an hour ago had propane in it. I filled it right full of water until it started overflowing, and you could see the fumes coming out as you were filling it. And I did multiple lighter tests. I friggin' had the end of it off and the water was still in it. I lit it, nothing was catching fire, drained all the water out of it. Tried lighting it again and again and again. It wouldn't light, so I was like, frig it, let's cut it. So anyways, that's where I'm going to pour the oil in, and I can keep an eye on it and stuff. Here I'll be able to adjust how fast it comes out. This will probably need another, like a needle valve or something onto it. So anyways, oil will run down this line into probably another little valve, and then drip, drip, drip onto the plate that I got to build onto there. And then fire happens, and heat is a result. Yeah.